Hi guys, I've been debating on whether or not I should make this video because we all are probably aware by now that Quincy Jones did pass away. I know that in the MJ fandom, Michael and Quincy's relationship has been talked about quite a lot, whether it's like their professional relationship or especially like the aftermath of Michael's passing and things Quincy has said in interviews. Before I start this video, I just want to say I in no way am trying to make this video offensive towards Quincy Jones. I do believe that he was an incredible producer. The work that he did for Michael as well as many others was incredible. I do believe that. Over time, being a Michael fan, the thing that has made it difficult for me to understand where Quincy is coming from is interviews that he did after Michael's death. I did not understand why it seemed like he was almost turning against Michael, and that's not me speculating. I mean, I, have seen the interviews. I'm going to show the interviews to you guys, and people, especially on Twitter, like there was a lot of discourse the day that Quincy passed away because I saw many people saying rest in peace to Quincy, talking about his greatness, which again, I agree. And I'm very thankful that him and Michael worked together. But I did see one comment on Twitter and it got a lot of traction. Apparently it was a white person that said this, and they were basically saying that they really did not like Quincy Jones, talking about how terrible he did Michael after Michael's passing and how he wasn't a true friend and all this stuff. I feel like the Black community of MJ fans really spoke up about that, and I just want to say that I don't really even think it's my business to comment on that, to be honest. But today we're just gonna be looking at interviews of Quincy Jones and just talking about them. And these are things he's actually said. This is factual information. First of all, I want to talk about Michael and Quincy's professional relationship. Brief overview. They did Off the Wall together, Thriller, We Are the World, they did the Bad album, and then, when Dangerous happened, Michael decided to part ways ultimately. And I will say, I think that's pretty normal, and honestly, I think most artists should probably do that because I've seen many times where artists stay with the same producers, and over time, like, it works, but then over time it becomes repetitive and you kind of just know what to expect. So to me, that really wasn't too strange. But yeah, Quincy since then has had some thoughts about it. And I'm just gonna play you guys a few clips kind of talking about their professional relationship as well as Quincy's thoughts after Michael's death, the dynamic between the two working together.
You also go on to make Bad with Michael. And there's stories about, you've talked about it before, that it wasn't easy, your relationship together working on these records. It was challenging at times. Was that a hindrance, or did that actually help create what you...
Listen, what am I going to learn from Michael, man? I don't want to be a singer and a dancer, but everything else he doesn't have, we had, So I didn't ask him about anything. We told him what songs he was going to sing. The producer has to do that, You don't ask him what songs we're going to sing. And that this whole fallacy about me not liking Billie Jean is a lie. It is. It's some lie that started somewhere, because anybody could hear that record's a smash. And I swear I've got this disease and so forth. It was getting chemical peels and everything. And I don't know, in a way it was in denial. He wanted to look different, and I guess that's a sort of a self-destructive in a way. Yes, I think so.
What was your relationship like with Michael in more recent years?
I think at one point he probably felt that I wasn't in touch with the market anymore. I'm being really honest now, because I remember when we were doing Bad, I had DMC in the studio because I could see what was coming with hip hop. He was telling Frank DeLeo that I think Quincy's losing it, and doesn't understand the market anymore. He doesn't know rap is dead. This was 1987. Rap hadn't even started. And by the time we did Back on the Block, 1992, it was all rap. And at that time, Michael was playing, was going after all of the big rappers, whether it was Teddy Riley, whatever, all the rap producers to spend 5 times what they were paying me, to produce his record.
What on those albums, Thriller, for example, is you? You have his music, some of his writing, some of his influence?
But look, we take his stuff and take it to another level. Don't stop till you get enough. Well known that Michael sent me a note. Could you please take off the violins in the introduction? No, it's messed up my groove. You know what that line was? Diddle, 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 diddle.
He said, take it off?
Yeah.
And you said?
No way. You don't tell me what to do. No.
Who was right?
Well, what ended up on the record?
I know a lot of people have said that they've had a feud. I kind of feel the same way with this as I did with the Michael and Prince feud. I feel like they had very strong opinions. And I feel like in order to really be a good artist, you really have to stand for what you think the songs should sound like and how the song should be created, I guess. You know, whether that's the lyrics, the beat, whatever. I just feel like that was a big part of it. They have very strong opinions and they don't always agree. Michael felt that it was time to break away to something new. That was a great decision in my opinion because I love the Dangerous album and I really have loved Michael's work even without Quincy involved. I think as Michael fans, it's kind of normal to be a little on the defensive side because a lot of people that claim to be Michael's friends were not really his friends. You know, I feel like when Michael was alive, people were turning against him when the allegations came out, or when people really thought that he just wanted to be white. Did you not listen to They Don't Care About Us? I mean, that alone, like, should tell you everything you need to know. When he was alive, people would turn against him, didn't believe him, didn't want to get caught up in the controversy, even if it wasn't true. And then when he died, suddenly everybody cares. Nobody believed that stuff, even though a lot of them did before he passed away. And then now that he's been gone, it's starting to go back to how it was when he was alive. I really admire like people like Chris Tucker, for example, who I feel like have really stuck around, stood up for him when he's not here. You know what I mean? So those are my thoughts and opinions. I know that this is a controversial thing to talk about, especially after Quincy's passing, but I really don't mean any disrespect. I'm just trying to have an open and honest conversation with what's been shown to be true. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.